Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make their best game ever. Good. Let's see what's new. What's new in here? Yeah. Let's take a look at this. One moment. Okay. Good. So it looks like he did make some changes here. File create. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. File system open file. Does it also have a... Does it also have a close file? Or not? Let's see, open file. Yeah, open file. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Yeah. This should be. Hold on. Name. What does this return? This returns name key type. Which is that file exists. How does this do it? Unsigned. Okay, it does the same. Tab. Yeah, that's much better implementation. Much better. Creates. Hold on. Okay, so I only changed this. Okay, so the change is much, much smaller now. Yeah. This looks much better. This looks good. Perhaps does it need a comment? How does it look in generals? Local file system. So this M file exists. It does not. M file exists. Okay. Yeah, files are now. I wonder if it makes sense to add a comment. Perhaps. Yeah. The change description is now outdated. So perhaps when you kill vehicles with units inside of them, you won't gain extra cash bounty. You only gain cash bounty for killing the host, not the garrisons. This makes it unfair compared to vehicles that evac where units on deaths, making them easy to pick off and giving bonus cash bounty. Yeah. Yeah, it's half code, half data issue. Yeah, triage. Good. Then let me get back to this code here. So we want to fix the AI group shit. Okay. Okay, so for starters, I would say okay, so if it's empty, then we do that. If it's empty, clear. If it's empty. Okay. Dot peak. Okay, so that is if we take compatible CSC and if clear game data. Destroy group. Peak. If return compatible CSC and if selected equals none, remove any. Right. Remove any objects not owned by player. That's fine. maybe we keep it with null like it was before. There's no need to change it, right? From null. Yeah, to keep the diff small. Can also revert this one. I also put this here. Peak, 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 peak. Create group. Okay, this looks correct to me. Yeah. Create group. Emptied. Now clear the group. Clean up the group. Game logic. Group. Okay, here we can also leave group. also assign null here. Peak group, leaf group. AI states. Retake compatible CNC. How about here in this function, make that a bit nicer. And we make this already a group ref counter, and then do this and this and this. Then here we do peak and then return group. There we go. Okay, state machine. Object. Okay, I think this looks good. So my expectation is that this now will be compatible with the replay and not mismatch anymore. But the crash will still happen. That's my expectation. Yeah, let's see if that's the case. This pathfinding code is making me want to lose the will to live. That's not good, but funny. Parts of it is a mess and things are getting evaluated in the wrong order, which can lead to some of the crashes. But then changing, correcting the bit then causes offending replay to mismatch. In the end, instead of progressing to where the crash occurs. Let's put a sad smiley. Tear. Cry. What's this here? Cry, laugh. Where's the, here it is. There we go. Good. Only references. I could see game engine map user. Those are the only places where a new file can be created, and all those should be compatible with the latest proposed change. There's no API for deleting, so that would have to be performed by a different process. Delete on close functionality is that it's a file object that's deleted on close, not the file itself. Did you also check World Builder? I expect that does a bit more in terms of creating files. That perhaps does a bit more in terms of creating files. World Builder and the other tools. Good. Still building. Dereferencing null pointer. Ah, we did fix that already in another change. Yeah, sorry. Okay, what is this? Okay. Okay, using type name. Peak buffer. Peak buffer. Peak value. Peak buffer. Peak buffer returns. Peak buffer returns non-const, right? Yeah, it needs static cast const. Consistency is a valid counterpoint. is a good question. Why is there no real const version other than this? So the cast is correct, but indeed ugly. It would be nice if it had a CSTR function, CSTR or STR function. ASCII string does. We can add it. For constness. That peak buffer. Removing the fixed underlying type has some subtle and undesired effects. What does that mean? Unsigned long. Border color. Border color. Template. How? equal to the has integer. Can simplify these casts to C casts for more compact read, compact text. Shader class. Is that it? No. Inside what? That's interesting. What is this? That makes sense. Oh, but hold on. Some bullshit. The only member I see is this one here, shroud filter. Did this default ever work then? If not, then perhaps the default should be removed. Okay, it's not too much. Yeah. Would be implicitly promoted to double and then the addition done using double precision. Now the addition will be done using integer addition. Doesn't change the final result. perhaps isolate this integer casting into a separate change, so that if it were to cause, well, this is about Windows, that doesn't cause mismatch. This concerns the menu visuals. As long as menus look as usual, this is fine. No risk for mismatch. No, doesn't need to be set. Okay. Good. So we have built the executable. Then let's take a look at that. We copy this into our game. Okay, so the expectation is that we don't run into a replay mismatch, right? But of course we could. Good. Multiplier, load. Player select crash. Crash right away. Okay, that's fantastic. That's really fantastic. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see what we have broken. Fantastic. Yeah, works fine. Works fine. Oh boy. Nothing wrong. Crash. Okay. Delete this. Oh. 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 Refcon class, delete this. Static cast, Refcon class. Okay. That's a bit unexpected. Hold on. Why is that happening? Okay, let's go to AI group. So it shouldn't delete this because we have this here. How? Why is this not working correctly? I don't understand. Why is it calling this? We have overridden this class function. Delete this. I'm a bit confused about this. It crashes because it calls delete this. Yeah, so it does double deletes effectively, right? But why is it calling into this? We have overridden it with our own delete this. So it shouldn't be going in here. Oh man, why? Yeah, so basically it has destroyed it here already, and now it is destroying it again, but we don't want to destroy it again. We don't want to call this. Why is it doing that? Maybe it's just a debugger that's bugging. Delete this. Well, it's not debugging because it is calling delete. Ah. Why? Oh, boy. Why? Why is it crashing? Well, we see why it's crashing, but why is it calling it? Why is it calling this function? Man. Oh man. Why is it calling in here? That makes no sense. Oh, could it be it's calling in there because the object is already deleted, so it doesn't have a virtual table anymore? Ah. Ah. Right. Right. I know why. Yeah, I'm stupid. Here. We need a function to release it. Group release. Do we have a release function? Let me see. No. Clear. Peak. Let's add a t release. Void. Const. No, it's not const. Release. Basically, p equals reference. Then reference equals. Why do we use 0 here? Is it never using null? Huh, it's never using null. Okay. So it's reference 0 and then return p. What happens? Unique PTR release. What happens if it's null? Release the ownership, if any. Get returns null. Or null pointer. Okay, so it does return null. Okay, that's fair. What is gassert? Doesn't exist. How about ww assert? Gassert. Okay, so let me search for all destroy group. Yeah. Yeah, so basically we need to call release on there. Release. Let's try group this. Group release, which then also sets it to null internally. That means we don't need this here. Or do we? Create graph is empty. No. the group. Release. Release. Okay, I think this will work. Let me search for destroy group one more time and see if everything is released now. Yes. Okay, but here we still want to set null because it's meant to clean that group up immediately. Because otherwise it eventually would do some stuff. No. Okay, let's try this. So this shouldn't crash anymore. Oh. Oh. T. Good. So hopefully that works now without the crash. Player select crash. Let's go. Yeah, okay, so that no longer crashes. That's good. But of course it will go out of sync. And it crashes still. Okay. We still have problem. Okay. Right. There still is one. Group to remove. What we should get to do. Okay, so the problem I see is when the object releases the last pointer to... Huh, hold on. Oh yeah. When we call remove. Um, um, here, this one. Destroy group. Destroy group. Destroy group. How do we do is that? So the problem is we are deleting the AI group while someone still holds a reference to it. That's the issue, right? Yeah. Yeah. So it rightfully crashes here. Yeah. We need to release it here. Right. Right. Okay, let's search for all of these. Release. Okay, so this one is correct because here it releases it. So at this point it's already null. But here, this is wrong because... I see. So here we need to say, if that, then dot release. Because this call essentially already destroys it, right? Yeah. But then... Release. Are there more of these? This one is fine. Remove any objects. Let's see. Okay. This should work now, hopefully, without crashing. Basically, I just want to get it into a state where it again works with the retail game. And then we see how we can make it work for a retail game. There must be a way. I'm pretty confident that we can get it to work with a proper fix. Yeah. But it needs full understanding because it's quite a complex issue. It looks simple, but well, it doesn't look simple. It looks complicated. It looks complicated. But I think we are on the right track. Maybe. We will see. Okay, so good. So the replay should mismatch. That's fine. But it should not crash, ideally. It does crash. Shit. Okay, where's it crashing now? Oh boy. Leave group. Ah. Right. 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 Here we need to release, remove this group, remove the group. Yeah, release. Release. Yeah, so actually leave group, enter group, numrefs 1, leave group, no. Okay, I'm actually not sure why this crashes now. We have created the group here. Enter group, leave group, leave group. Pa. Group null. Okay, this looks actually fine. What is the problem here? Leave group. Group. Member list. Size. Oh boy. AI group from squads. Group to. Okay, I'm not sure why this is crashing here. Right, access violation. First free block. First free block. Yeah. Okay, so it seems to be a double free again. Yeah, because it goes in here. Oh boy. Ah. I think I understand. We need to release this one. This one should be fine. But here, so this remove, it will basically destroy it, right? Yeah. And then the destructor of this one will cause the double free. Right. Uh, um, how do we do that? Remove. Remove this. If the group is empty, no one is using it any longer, so destroy it. Yeah, well. Yeah, so it's being destroyed here. And so we need to group. If retake compatible CSA, else, and if group dot release remove. I think this will fix it. Is there anyone else who's calling this remove? Oh boy. Of course, we're getting unrelated hits. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. Let me search for remove here. I think that may yield better results. Group. Then it's probably the same here. Then this one here. Hold on. Game logic CPP. Game logic. This one here needs to go in here. Group. Remove emptied. Huh. Deleted. Deleted. If not deleted. If not emptied. Okay, let me see where this guy is called. Release. think this one is still wrong though. This one also needs to be if retail compatible CRC. Else. And if. And this also needs a core release. Group. Actually, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. It needs to say here, group release. There we go. And then in leaf group, I think this one we can also change to group remove and then group release, like this. Yeah. Yeah, I think this works. Actually, it's not quite right either. It's not quite right. So here, oh shit. Let me search for all calls to remove again. So here we only release it. We release it if it was emptied. Emptied, yeah. maybe the correct fix is to say this, else, and if this here. And so here we don't use a ref count PTR, we use that AI group dot peak group and group null group remove. Okay, I have another idea. I think we will avoid a lot of trouble. The group. Trying to use a ref count PTR as not a ref counted PTR is more difficult than I thought. That's kind of stupid, isn't it? Yeah. Let me think. How can we make it work for both? How can we make it work for both? I think we would need to call group dot remove ref. Can we do that? Remove ref. Release ref. This one essentially does nothing. Release ref. I think we would need to do that as well. Emptied, not emptied. Okay, so if it's empty, then it means it is deleted. So here it's already deleted. Okay, let me once again go to all destroy group calls. Release. I think before we call release, we also always need to call release ref to set the reference counter to 0. Otherwise, it will hit an assert, I think, in debug. But hold on, release ref will call delete this release ref. Release ref. Remove, destroy group, destroy group, remove. Okay. Remove. Group. Remove. Empty. It's true. Leave group. Okay, this one needs another look. Okay, so remove. Remove. It needs to. Man, why is it so complicated? We need to. Remove. I'm not sure. I think we need to release it. I think we certainly release it always here. Yeah. Release ref. Destroy group. Release. I have the impression that we need to also release ref here. I think we need to have another here where we do group release ref, right? I think. Because this one takes a reference. So that needs to be released here. Then we remove it. Remove this object from the group, which eventually deletes the group here with this, and then afterwards really, oh my gosh, so complicated. Oh my gosh. This code. Oh man. Okay, let's look at this one more time. So if it is emptied, if it was emptied, remove. Okay, I think that's actually not correct. That's not correct. Oh, why is it never jumping there? Ugh. It's always jumping to the top of the file when we touch that code. I think this is not correct. Bool emptied. Emptied. Void empty. If not emptied, then we do a release ref. Else. Maybe we say put that here. Else. So if not empty, then we release ref, and then we release. If it was empty, then it already was release refed in the remove. All right. Man, remove. It's empty. Yeah. Release ref, destroy group. Yeah. this code. So complicated. Okay, so above every call to destroy group, there should be now a release ref. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, this is complicated. Okay, is empty. So if we remove an object from the AI group and it is empty, then we release ref of AI group. Yeah. And we destroy the group. Yeah. Destroy the group. But is this correct? I think that's not correct. I think the reference counting stuff is not correct. Yeah. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong because what about the other objects here that are not the last to remove themselves from the AI group? What about these guys? They won't have the reference counts removed. All right. I think we need to release ref always here. Yeah. Okay, let's test if this works or if it's still broken. Oh man, this is really complicated. It's really, really complicated. Well, I'm just too stupid. That could also be, right? At least it compiles. So at least we are on top of that. Oh man. This reference counting shit. My gosh. My gosh. It's really hard. Okay, let's see. At least it shouldn't crash. That would be a good start. Yeah. Okay, that's already early mismatch. I'm not sure if that's a good sign or bad sign. Okay, it crashes. Shit. Okay. Okay. Delete this. Ah, hold on. Well, that's the offending code, right? No. No, the offending code would have been here. Okay, how about we in the release ref function there is an assert in here. How about we make this assert ww asserts. ww assert crash. ww debug always. Include www.debug.h. Okay. ww assert. Man. Okay, how about we run it in debug? Oof. Yeah. Let's see if we can hit some of the ref counter asserts. Good. Let's run this. If it installs. Oh, I just realized I'm doing it wrong. We don't want this debug, we want this debug. Oh, hold on. I didn't compile. Yeah, so basically if we hit an assert here, where we delete the AI group before the ref counter hits 0, then we need to look at that, right? Yeah, maybe. Man, this shit is complicated. Yeah. This shit is complicated. Good. Good. Let's see what we hit now here. Hold on. Something is not right. I'm not hitting any asserts here. Something is not right. Aha. It didn't install. Of course not. Okay. So, load replay. Assertion failure, ignore, okay. Out of sync, yeah. Good. Let me select this guy. Okay, ignore. Aha. There we go. Okay, there we go. AI group. Okay, so let's see. Destroy group. Destroy group. Destroy group. AI message dispatch. Yeah. AI group. Member list size 0. Leave group. Okay, I think this here is wrong. I think. Because here we already call release ref. Group. Group. Move object. Maybe. Leave group. I think we need to remove this here. And then leave group. Remove this, and remove this here, and remove this. Release ref, release. Group. Let's try this. Man, this shit's complicated. So, out of sync, okay. Whatever. Num refs. Okay, that was fast. Oh shit. Don't see the core stack here. There we go. Destroy group. Leave group. How much reference do we have? We don't see. Okay. I think I'm totally screwing the ref counts. Yeah. We have to get the ref counts right. Yeah. Release. I think one mistake is here. Release ref. Man. Oh man, this ref counting shit is so hard here. Oh man. Of course, it's still not quite right. But it's a good way to test like where our reference counters go out of sync, right? So maybe this helps us to find who exactly deletes it early. I don't know if that helps. Yeah. Good. So destroy group. This watch this ref count. Ref count is 1 1 1 1. Okay, why is a ref count 1? Because ah. Because this one here is destroying. Yeah, release ref. Right. 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 So this is illegal. Yeah. How do we deal with this? How did we deal it on the other cases? It's such a brain fuck when it's being deleted inside these functions. Good. So deselect objects. Right. Group. Okay, I think this one has to go here. There we go. And then this one is removed. Then we go here. Goes here. Release ref. Release. Yeah. Okay. And this one. So I think this one needs to be moved here, then this one here, and this one there. And then here, actually, we need to say else. Jesus Christ. Not Jesus Christ. So this, and then here we move this in here, and we need to call add ref, right? I think. Add ref. Yeah. Yeah, looks extra complicated now. But it is necessary. We need to release a ref before we call this one. And if we don't release, then we add our ref again. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that looks promising. And there we hit one. Okay. It only went so long. Yeah. Okay. What's the next problem? Destroy group. Add. Here. Create group. Create group. AI group from squad. Group from squad. Add. Add. Enter group. Leave group. Destroy. Okay. How much does it have? Numrefs 1. Leave group. Numrefs 1. Okay, so who's holding that ref? This guy. Remove beacon. Okay. Okay. So this can be a dangling pointer here. I see. I wonder if we should maybe run this with CSC compatibility turned off to first see if there are any issues when things are correct. Yeah. Okay, but this is interesting. So it looks like we create a group, we pass it here, and that can add stuff here. AI group from squad. Yeah. So AI group from squad. That adds stuff, and then it enters group, and then it leaves group. Enter group. Enter group. Poof. Okay, it's not entirely clear to me right now what the problem is. So we destroy a group, but there's still a reference counter to it. I would like to, before we continue here, like it's possible that we have our ref counting still wrong or not. How about we compile with, let's go to game defines. Game defines here. No. Game defines. There we go. We compile with this one turned off. Yeah. Okay, so load replay. Yep. 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 Okay. 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 Okay, but we don't hit an assert on the ref counters, but it could just be because the replay playback is not correct, right? So I wouldn't trust that entirely. Yeah. There's a lot of workers here. Yeah, basically the replay is out of sync already, and yeah. Okay. Okay, let's put that back in place. It's really hard, this problem, yeah. Really difficult. Really difficult. Good. Let's run that again. Yeah, it's not helpful that the replay goes out of sync. That means it doesn't correctly replay, and then we don't hit the correct code path, right? So yeah. Yeah. But I suspect there is still a problem with our manual ref counting. Yeah. Or something else. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Good. So group. Delete instance group. AI group. So the group is destroyed here. Good. So we have a reference here on this one. We add a member at enter group. But first we need to leave group. Yeah. Numrefs group release ref. I think there is a problem. Hold on. If we go to leave group, remove. So this object is, let's copy this here, copy this one. Now, if we go to call stack and we go to this one and we look at our locals, we look at currently selected group, yeah, and that one contains the same guy. So, okay, what is happening here is remove beacon will invalidate the selection. Aha. Yeah. Okay, I think I understand the problem now. The problem is there can be other, yeah. So basically we have another member in this function, another AI group, yeah, and that one contains the beacon object, and then we reach this piece of code which creates another new group and also adds the beacon in there, which then will remove it from the other group, and the group will be deleted while the pointer to that group is still held. Yeah. Yeah. Let me copy this call stack. Oh, that is outrageous. That is outrageous. That is outrageous. Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay, how do we solve that? How do we solve that? So with our change that use the reference counter normally, that problem would be automatically avoided. But here, how do we deal with this? Yeah, how do we deal with this? Our selected objects. Remove beacon. Remove beacon. Currently selected group. Create group. Add source. Need to act on all objects. Need to act on all objects so we can hide teammates' beacons. Yeah, remove beacon. Remove beacon. Remove beacon. I suspect this is how we end up with a crashing replay. Yeah. So we just need to fix that thing. How do we do that? Remove beacon. Message remove beacon. How should we fix it? I mean, we could clear the other one, the other group. Maybe could clear it. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm pretty sure that this is the root cause of the problem. The beacon, the removal of the beacon, that's the problem. But the question is, how do we fix this then? Can we remove find object by ID, beacon. It iterates objects. Create group. Current selection is AI group. Could it be that we just have to use our established group? Because essentially it also does this, right? In game, CSC, currently selected group. So the message is remove beacon. Let's see. It's not that. It's not that. I think we can just use this one. Currently selected group. I think that's the answer. Yeah. 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 So but it creates a new group, and groups have IDs. Okay, and then what happens down here? Currently selected group. Playback. Get all IDs. Okay, I'm still not 100% sure, but I think what do we do? if is empty or select is empty. Looks like also it would be leaking it here, no? Selection is AI group is empty. This one is weird here. It only destroys a group if it is empty. Because destroy object would also destroy the group. I see. Paw. Okay, I got on a limb now here. I think we need to preserve this thing. Yeah. But we don't do this. And instead, we use currently selected group. But I think this will. I think that we still hit a error because I don't know how to fix it. The problem is... Oh my gosh. This is a hard problem. I don't know if it's easily possible. We create groups. I also just realized that destroy objects will destroy the group. Which is bad. Yeah, okay, so if it's currently selected group. Hide beacon. Hide beacon. Hide beacon. I don't understand what this hide beacon bullshit is supposed to be. That's weird. Okay, but destroy object effectively. Destroy object will effectively destroy the group. Yeah. Destroy object will destroy the group. Yeah. Destroy the group. Oh, I was telling it to go away. Okay. Destroy objects. Yeah, it is being destroyed. And that's a problem with having these dangling pointers outside. It's such a terrible design. Absolutely atrocious. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Really bad. X for CSC. AI group is absolutely CSC critical. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, how do we do this? How do we do this? We have this dangling point. I think. I think we need to empty it. I need to clear it. So what we can try is... Boy. So we keep this. And we do selected objects, currently selected group equals well, that won't do anything. The AI destroy group, currently selected group, currently selected group, release ref, release ref, destroy group. And here we need to call release. Yeah. Okay, maybe there's a chance that this will avoid the problem and even be CSC compatible. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. My gosh. Let's try that. Wow. Let's see. Crash. Okay. Interesting. It can be null. Okay, but that's maybe only because it went out of sync. Let's try that. Jesus Christ. Good. Fast forward. Okay, so the reference count issue appears to be gone. A particle has an infinite lifetime. Okay. Is there anything else that this guy would do afterwards here? Beacon text. Huh. Here it is using this group. Yeah. Okay, but it looks like we don't hit any asserts anymore, no crashes, so that's very promising. Yeah. Very, very promising. Yeah. Looks good. Okay, then let's build VC6 build, and let's see if it avoids a crash and is still matching. I have a little bit my suspicions. Yeah, it might go out of sync, maybe. If it doesn't go out of sync, that would be nice. Yeah. let's say we can get it to work this way. Then we can still try. Okay, while this is building, let's take a look here. Oof. I don't like the new title because it doesn't explain what it fixes, like what user-facing issue. All right. And I think in this case, it's important to understand the context. Yeah. How can we improve this? Maybe, let's see. How would we describe this? Mark created files. Cache created files. Cache. Mark created files. Present in the file system to avoid file lookup errors, to avoid map, to prevent map.any load issues after network map transfer. Mark created files present in the file system to prevent map.any load issues after network map transfer. Map. Mark created files as present. Created files as present. Mark created files present to prevent map.ini load issues after prevents map.ini load problems to prevent load problems, load issues after network map transfer. Load failure to prevent map.ini load failure after network map transfer. Mark created files as present in the file system to prevent map.ini load failure. Mark created files present in the file system. It's present in the file system. Transfer. Yeah, is that a good description? Mark created files present in the file system to prevent map.ini load failure after network map transfer. Yeah. Maybe Mark Mark create files present. Yeah, I think I can go with that. Updated title in the hope to cramp more info in it. To cramp more info in it. Maybe we should even say to fix Mark created files present in front to prevent map.ini load failure. Prevent. Maybe it should be a fix map.ini load failure. Prevent, fix. I think it's good enough. Good. So this one is built. Let's see what happens. I'm a bit skeptical still. I think there's a good chance that we see a mismatch in the replay playback. Yeah. It is probably likely. Yeah. I think we should also end the session soon. It has been 3 hours 30. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so far so good. Okay. It works. Okay, that is very, very promising. That is very nice. Yeah. Nice. Okay, that's really good. Very, very good. Yeah. Okay, so the crash is fixed. We understand the problem. We can fix it cleanly. That's good. Let me also run the golden replay against that, just to make sure that things are okay. Maybe we also select the player here. Wow, okay. That's impressive. Oh, that looks like a crash. Can we still attach? Yeah, we can. Okay. Shit. There still is a problem. The same problem. But maybe it's caused by something else. Oof. Okay. It's stuck here at the same place. Yeah. Numrefs 1. So someone must have deleted it. Okay. So there's more. There's more. Okay, that's interesting. Then let me go to this guy. So that must mean that another group can also destroy it. Yeah. Maybe it's one of these here, one of these special power groups. Could be. Yeah. Maybe the special power. I don't know. Which player did we have selected? Tar. Tar. Okay. Tar. Boy. Yeah. There also still is the we could also still fix it the gentle way, right? We could do that. Yeah, the gentle way is to test to test the memory of the destroyed object, which works. It's very dirty, but I mean, if it's just to make VC6 builds happy for now, then it's probably okay. Um, oh man. Yeah. Okay, if we cannot figure it out this way, then we do the hack. The hack is the easiest way. Yeah. Gentile did it and it worked for years. So might as well just carry on the hack, right? Yeah. But it could be one of these guys here that causes a mismatch, causes a crash. Yeah. Source, find object. Yeah. Yeah. Do special power. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe what you can do is here, if retail compatible CSC, and if then we do if, oh Jesus, so currently selected group, we do a release first, release ref. Yeah. Hold on, we need to do it if we have one, right? If we have one. Good. We do release ref. Then we do current selected group, remove source. If remove, if it was the last one, if remove, then currently selected group release. Otherwise else currently selected group add ref. Yeah, add ref. There we go. I think we can do that. Oh boy, that's a painful. But I think this is correct. And then we need to add it to all these guys here, because that's the way to go. Oh boy. Don't question it. Don't question it. Okay. Then we should actually do the same here. Hold on, no, we don't have the objects. Yeah, it invalidates the object here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think we need to say selected group. Get all IDs. Get all IDs. It's a vector. It's a vector. Shit. Get all IDs. I have to create a copy, I think. Copy. This is also illegal what it does here, right? Because when it destroys the object here, it removes itself from this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When we destroy the object, it removes itself from this group, and that means this vector is also being invalidated, right? Pushback. Get all IDs. I don't know, it's... Okay, it's not being invalidated. So we don't need to create a copy of it. Okay. Well, actually it can. This, oh boy. Oh my gosh. Destroy object. This object this here would also be destroyed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think I think we need another here. If retake compatible CSC, we do that. Else, and if copy, it needs to be a copy. Yeah, and here as well, copy. Okay, and then we go through this, and then we say if Find object by ID. No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. We invalidate everything in here. No, so we don't do any tricks here. We have to release the whole group, because here we select the whole group. Yeah. But this is also a fix we need, because when this is destroyed, then this group here is destroyed. This one, yeah. And then actually this is also illegal, isn't it? Oh my gosh. This is illegal here, because this will already be destroyed. Yeah. Yeah. This is illegal. Oh my gosh. Illegal. This is illegal. If is called before. Yeah. Why am I wrong? Destroy objects. Actually, it will not be destroyed immediately. It will be marked as destroyed. Ah. Okay, so this is actually... Wait, is it? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Destroy object. On destroy. Oh boy. Object. Set team, leave group. Okay. I think objects are destroyed with delay, so it's actually possible that this is not a problem. Yeah, on second thought, maybe this is not a problem here. Yeah. But then it's not empty. Where it can be. It's empty. It's empty. Man. It's empty. Oh Oh man, this code. My gosh. Okay, so what did we fix now? We fixed this. Yeah. Okay. So my hope is that this works now. Okay, let's stop debugging here. Let's have this crash. Close the program, yeah. Okay. Let's build this. Oh man. Okay. Okay, if that still mismatches or crashes, then I think we will go the hack route eventually. Yeah. Okay, I'm surprised that it has to compile so much now. Oh my gosh, this change is outrageous. It's outrageous. Yeah. Okay. That has finally worked. Okay, now let's see what happens. Let's pray to the General's God once again. If this doesn't work, then we go the gentle hack route, I would say. At least for VC6 build, yeah. This is not nice. Oh, I didn't want to load this one. Golden replay. Can we select tar? Let's see. Crash again. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I will. Yeah. I will take a break here. That's it. Yeah, let's investigate it next session more. Yeah, this is. Yeah, good. I hope you enjoyed. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.